Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to my newest Let's Play. We are going to go through Darkest Dungeon. Played the game a little bit, have about 4 hours into it. Figured, why not make a series out of it, see where it goes. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, so we have the DLC, so... Alright, so... Radiant campaign. Let's go. Alright, so since I'm a bit of a noob... Well, there's no time limit to win. The campaign will be longer and more challenging than Radiant. Alright, I'm a babby, so we're gonna do Radiant. We'll go ahead and rename this to Let's... Call it Let's Play, and let's jump into it.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Alright, I gotta turn it down a little bit. That is a little loud. I do love the voiceover work in this game, though. I'm probably going to go an all-dark run and not use any torches. I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, let's go, guys. But first, let me jump in and turn it down a little because I'm going deaf. And it would definitely not be there. Alright, that feels a little bit better. Alright, let's go.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Alright. While in the hallway, press D to move forward, A to move backwards. If you prefer the mouse, you can click ahead or behind to move the party to move them. Alright, so this is kind of just a tutorial part. It kind of breaks it down for us.
That all may hear
Combat's turn-based. On your hero's turn, click a skill icon and then click on the highlighted target. If you can't select a particular skill, it's because that hero needs to be standing in a different spot or there is no valid targets. Mouse over the skill to see the requirements. Alright, so he resisted the move and the bleed. I'm just gonna smite.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Each item, if you take it, will occupy space in your inventory. Mouse over items show the details about them. This works in your inventory too. Press the circle button to close this window. Alright, we're using mouse and keyboard, so we don't have a circle button. While exploring, you'll often find interactive objects. Click or press W to investigate them. Take a look at this tent. Alright, so we got gold from the tent.
There is much to be found in forgotten places. An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Alright, so yeah, if you hover over these, it kind of gives you a idea what it does. Bleed. Debuffs. So it bleeds 2 points of damage for 3 rounds. Debuffs minus 20% bleed resist, 100% base, and minus 1 speed. I like bleed because it's damage over time, so I try to go for it a lot. Of course, it's gonna make me look like an idiot and resist it. Oh, we got moved. So I'm gonna go for the bleed again, because that's all we can do.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Alright, see if we can get the bleed on this guy. Nice. It's 2 damage for 3 rounds. So, he's dead right here anyway. Oh, I got cocky.
Annihilated.
Alright, let's move these guys around. Let's take everything. If you completed the requirements of a quest, you have the option to return to town at any time. Just click the crest. You don't need to return to the starting room of a dungeon to exit. Alright. We're going to continue adventuring, though, so I can loot this chest. But it doesn't even matter at the end of the day. Alright, let's head to the hamlet. Warren's Tactician, plus 15% damage in Warrens. That's pretty nice.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Alright, we have our list of goals here. We're not too worried about those right now. We just want to get some guys leveled up. On any screen in the game, press H to hold to see contextual help controls for in that mode. Well, try it while in town exploring and fighting, camping, and more. Alright, so brings up a list of help options. Most of the stuff is locked to us right now.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses, all will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
So we have our stagecoach. That's just where we get new heroes. So let's see if we can't. Increases the number of recruits available for hire. So we'll go ahead
More
and
arrive, foolishly seeking fortune
increase our
and
roster
glory
size.
in this domain of the damned. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Alright, and I'll play the opening cinematic just so you guys can see it, because it starts as soon as you jump into the game, but it skips it as soon as you hit a button.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed
that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth. But we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity. Until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house. Opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Alright, so he killed himself because he found Cthulhu. And that is the opening, so I'm going to go ahead and close that. Alright, let's recruit our new heroes.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Upgrade the Stagecoach network. We already did that, so now we'll have more heroes available to us. I also expanded our roster, so we can have up to 12 people now. Alright, let's just jump into a new mission. Embark.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Alright, this is where you select a quest to form an adventure party of your 4 heroes to embark on it. Click on a quest to see the details. Drag heroes on the slots at the bottom of the screen to form your party in the order. So we need them to be in the order they fit best in. I don't remember where we want them, so it looks like he's better in the 3rd position. She's better in the front too, but definitely don't want her there. Yeah, I'm definitely going to stick with this. Because my Seeker Vestal, I'm probably just going to use the heal anyway. Might not be the right tactic, but that's what I do. Again, I'm by no means a pro at this.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Alright, so here's where we're going to stock up on supplies. I'm not going to take any torches. I'm going to try to do a full dark run. So I'll take 2 shovels. Let's do 8 food. A bandage. A key. No torches. Alright, I'm going to say that's good enough. Let's go. This could go horrible. I've never attempted a full dark run, but we're going to do it. Supposedly you get better rewards if you go full dark, but your chance of getting surprise is better. So let's go shift control click to...
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
Supposedly stress builds a lot more in the dark, but hey, we're going to risk it. Take that, leave the torch. Oh, we were surprised. What do we got?
Executed with impunity.
When most monsters die, they leave corpses. Corpses act as temporary obstacles and will eventually go away on their own. You can attack corpses to destroy them faster, but often a better approach is to use range skills, push-pull skills, and even corpse-clearing special skills that some heroes possess. Monsters killed with bleed, blight, or crits leave no corpses at all. Alright, so basically, if you can only attack in that spot, you'll only be able to attack the corpse. It gets a little bit annoying at times, but
Continue
it's not
the
that bad.
onslaught. Destroy them all.
Alright, let's get back into our normal order. Perfect. Let's use our key. Oh, if I read it's unlocked, so I'm an idiot.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Got a journal page. The others are gone. They were victims of a malevolent transformation. Their scales had rotted to soft, vulnerable flesh, slowly suffocating without gills. The worst was their eyes, close set and forced to squint through fleshy slits. I shudder recalling the horrific and unclean warmth of their blood as I rinsed my talons. I nearly retched. May death grant them soft mercy. Alright. So, journal pages are just basically lore for the game. I mean, early on it didn't have any. So they kind of threw those in. I'm not saying it's not a good attempt at lore. It's just kind of like what Bethesda does with books and stuff like that. They just throw them in that way. They don't have to force it in any other way. Alright, so we'll use our shovel on this.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Alright, so as much as possible, I would like to kill this person first because she is going to cause massive stress on our people. I don't really need to heal, so... No. Sure. Light. 4 damage per turn for 3 rounds. I believe it does stack. Yes, it does. So she is dead in her next turn.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Nice. Do some stress relief for the crit on the heal.
Another one falls.
Let's grab everything.
Remind
Keep going.
yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
All we have to do is explore 90% of the rooms. So we got room with the battle and a curio, room with the battle and treasure. We're not in any danger right now, so I might actually just hit all of them. Alright, and sometimes the stuff you can loot has bad stuff in it. It'll be trapped, or you'll get a curse. So, I mean, it's kind of... you take your chances with what you got. Alright, I love status effects. I'm going to keep throwing them as much as possible. I probably can't bleed a skeleton, though. That doesn't make much sense. Yeah, they're 180% bleed resist. Alright, that might cause... oh, no. I thought that might cause bleed. There's Zealous Accusation, which attacks 2 people.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Let's use our grape shot that attacks everyone. Let's heal.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Alright, and we should have them dead this round.
Be gone, fiend.
Got food, gold, and busts. And busts and deeds and portraits are kind of the currency of the game. Put some holy water on it. Nice. So I know some of the interactions with stuff, like a key for a lock chest, holy water for the fountains, but I don't know everything. I know there's some that I do not know what to do with. So you'll see me a lot use stuff that has no effect. And there are traps hidden in the hallways.
Hazards possessed by evil intent.
Scouting's kind of nice to get, so then you can disarm them as you get near them. See, like right there, we got some scouting, so we know there's a trap when we go back to this room. So you can see it right there. Disarming traps. Scouted traps will be visible on the ground as you approach them. Select a hero and click on the trap to attempt to disarm it. Some heroes are better than others. Alright, so I believe it's our dodge skill that determines how well we will. Alright, so it looks like it's up to him. Alright, we got it. Alright, let's throw some light. They resisted. Good miss. Use our zealous accusation and attack these two. Sometimes enemies will take up more than one spot, so you just have to pay attention.
Broken. Maintain the offensive.
Come on. I used an Eldritch Pull, which pulled me out of order. We will heal. But a nice time for a crit. We're not in horrible shape where we are right now.
Palpable fear.
We got bleed, so hopefully we brought some bandages. If you wish, you can use a bandage from your inventory to stop the flow. Right-click on the bandage while it's the injured hero's turn. Let's check. All right, we have bandages. Use incision.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Alright, I have everyone she could have picked. That's probably about the best one we could have had. Let's throw a heal out. Alright, so yeah, right now I really can only attack people in the front two rows, so clear out a corpse. Alright. We got a charm, which before missions we can equip and give us 20% blight resist. Alright, I believe we are back to our order.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Alright, I'm going to backtrack a little bit more to see what this curio is. Got a key, some gold. We just ran out of room. Let's eat some of our food. I have to eat it that way. What else can we get rid of? We'll drop this anti-venom. We don't need it. Shift click. Take the key. And we may never use the key, but just in case we do. Let's head back to the door now. Our plague doctor looks like he may have a break. As if stress gets too high, I'll have a break. Probably pick up a negative trait. Has a chance of getting a heroic trait as well, but doesn't happen to me very much. And then if you let their stress get way too high, they can have a heart attack, which kills them. And he must have greedy as a perk because he just kept everything for himself. So you just have everyone eat. If you don't have food when an event like that happens, you'll cause group stress. So, alright, we're done, but I say we're in pretty decent shape. Let's push on to the final room. This game really makes you decide whether or not you want to... it's not always about winning. It's about tactical withdrawal if you have to, which I'm pretty bad about. I mean, you don't feel bad about running away because your people survive. See, and this is all added stress that I didn't absolutely have to take, but I'm willing to risk it. Let's throw this out on him. Let's have her heal. Ooh, that was a big hit.
Unbalanced.
Alright, looks like we resisted a move and a stun, possibly. That's a bad miss.
Well struck.
Alright, so he'll be dead. He will not be.
A death by inches.
Alright, I think we'll be in good shape though. Hopefully resist the move. Nope. Not a terrible spot. The stun hurts. Alright, and that should be it. So Blight should take care of him.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Alright, so now we'll free up some last room for the gold by eating this food. Take all that. Hit up this chest. It was trapped. Alright, we'll head back. Pretty good first quest. Alright, got everyone up to level 1. Early riser, so +2 speed if torch is above 75, so we'll never get that benefit. Anemic, so he has -10 bleed resist. If we really wanted to, we could get it taken care of. Alright, so for stress relief, she will not pray or flagellate. She'll get 10% damage if HP below 50%.
I was lord of this place before the crows and rats made it their domain.
Alright, so we'll hit up the stagecoach, see who our new heroes are. Got a Hellion, who's good.
Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
Got a bounty hunter that I like.
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
And a grave robber. Oh, he has nothing to say about a grave robber? Alright, and what we will do is...
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Alright, so after every mission you can send your people to get stress healed on them for a price, so she will be out of my roster for a turn. so we'll send them both. That way, for one mission, they'll be out. Sometimes it's a little longer, but I got backups now, so not a big deal.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Alright, and he'll only pray for stress relief, so you can get rid of those if you send them to the sanitarium. It'll get rid of quirks and things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap that episode up here. We will jump back into it next time and get a little farther. Thanks for watching, guys. If you go ahead and drop a like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more, and thanks. Talk to you next time.